Good evening or good morning or whatever it is at your time of the world. Welcome to another episode of Kuma's Kitchen, and today another dessert. Yeah, I know we just had a dessert last week, bread pudding, and this week, well, I came up with this idea last night. Actually, it's a mixture between cookies and brownies. I call it a cookie bar, and this is actually a chocolate chunk oatmeal cookie bar with chocolate cream cheese icing. Yeah, I know, I went full out. I was just going to make the cookie bar, and then I thought, let's put some icing on it, be totally decadent. We're going to go all in decadence here. Also, I do have a question for you out there. If you could say something in the comments down below. Icing, frosting. I've always called it icing. A lot of people call it frosting. Is that a Canadian-American thing or what? I mean, why some of us call it icing, some of us call it frosting? If anybody knows the answer out there, maybe you could post it down below, or just tell me, what do you say? Do you use it icing or do you use frosting? Anyways, let's cut a little piece out of here. It's basically like cutting brownies. You just chop down through here, and well, there we go, a little bit of that icing on there. And there we go. Look at that. There's pieces of chocolate inside. There's chocolate icing on top. Now, it is a health food because there's oatmeal in here. That makes it healthy, right? All right, let's have a bite. Oh, healthy or not, you gotta make this. Let's go in the kitchen and make it right now. That is good. The first thing we're going to do is make the bars, and these are the ingredients for those. So, the butter. That's 1 cup of butter. And sitting out at room temperature, it's not exactly warm in here, but it's enough that it shouldn't be too hard. I got to cream it, so I don't want it solid hard, but I don't want it too soft either. Like if a summer room would be too much. All right, so we got 1 cup of butter. We've got over here a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, a half a tablespoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2 eggs. Then over here, the flour. That is 1.5 cups of flour. And then the chocolate, this is 6 ounces or 170 grams of chocolate, basically a chocolate bar, darker chocolate that I've broken up into pieces. I prefer this to chocolate chips any day. Melts nicer. And then across the back here, 1.5 cups of my favorite sugar. This is that light brown sugar that I like to use, the unrefined cane sugar. The 2 cups is the oats back here. So let's just move them off to one side. Bring in the big bowl. First thing I do is take that butter and start creaming it. So that's going to go in there. And I've got the big hearty spoon here, because that's got to take, not too bad. It's going to take a little push to start creaming the butter. Yeah, it's just about right. Perfect. All right. So now, once you get that butter creaming a bit, then we got to cream that sugar into there. That's like 2 cups of sugar going into 1 cup, or no, 1.5 cups. Why do you keep calling it 2 cups of sugar? It's 1.5 cups of sugar going into 1 cup of butter. So that's going to take a bit of creaming. It's not all going to go in there, but that's okay. We're going to get most of it in. So this is going to take a little bit of arm power. Just keep going until it's ready. All right, that took a little bit, but look at that. We got all the sugar creamed into the butter. So I'll just clean that off, because what we're going to do now, going to get those eggs in there, and the vanilla, and the salt. So let's toss that salt in there. That vanilla can go in there. Just sprinkle it around a bit. And then the 2 eggs. That's 1. In those beautiful eggs, nice yolks. 2. All right, get that off the way. So now we don't have to use our arm strength anymore. We can use the mixer. Away we go. We're gonna mix this until it's smooth. All right, that looks pretty smooth to me. I mean, it's never gonna be, super creamy smooth, but look at that. That is the way you want it. And we've got beaters here. So these are always the chef's delight. You get to lick the beater. So put that aside for a little treat for later. All right, now I've got to take the flour. That's a bit of a small bowl, so I'm gonna grab the bigger bowl the sugar was in, put the flour in there, throw in that baking powder and the baking soda. And just before I mix them into the wet ingredients, I just want to get these kind of incorporated throughout. So a little mix that baking soda and baking powder throughout the flour. There we go. That should about do it. And then into the wet goes into the dry. And now it's kind of gently. You want to be cutting through, a bit of a cutting motion to bring this all together. At the end, you're going to have a little bit of flour down at the bottom, so just kind of do a lift and turn to get the rest of that flour in there. And once that's basically come together like this, then in goes the oats, in goes the chocolate. Oh, a little bit of dough jumped overboard into the chocolate. And now you start mixing that in until you've got it throughout this mixture, and all that oats has been taken up by the cookie dough. Again, as we come towards the end, you can get some oats down at the bottom, just kind of bring them up and over and back in. And that's looking pretty good. So now, what I've got here, I've got my 9 by 13 baking dish. And I've put paper in it. What I always do is just rub a little butter. That just acts like glue to hold that paper in place. So the paper is there in place. And then we can just spoon this in here. And what we want to do is press that down into place. So get that off there for right now. All right. And then just squish it down. It just keeps wanting to stick to that spoon, doesn't it? Squish it down until you've got it nicely divided up in here into one even layer. All right, now once you got it basically spread out like this, what really works good is grab a fork and just go around like this. Fork has less surface, so it doesn't grab a hold of it as much, and you can kind of really work your batter, cookie dough. Is it batter or is it cookie dough at this point? It's like somewhere between a brownie batter and a cookie dough, so which one should we call it? All right, there we go. We're getting it pretty even now. All right, that looks pretty good, and tastes pretty good too. That's going to the oven over there at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius. for 25 to 30 minutes, and we'll be back. All right, that's just come out of the oven. I let that go the full 30 minutes. You can see the cracking, that's perfect. You know it's coming together now. The reason I let it go a full 30 minutes, my oven usually would be about the lower end, but you got to remember it's cold in here and allow for that. That dish was cold to begin with, so it just takes a little bit longer to heat up. That's looking perfect. What we're going to do now is let this sit here, cool down. There's no way you can move that, right? You know when you make cookies, at first they're really soft, right? You let them sit for a little bit, then you take them off the sheet. That's going to take a little longer. 10, 15 minutes sitting here. Then I'm going to move it over to a cooling rack over here and just let it fully cool until it's right down to room temperature, and that's when we put the icing on it. So I'll see you back here after this is all cooled down. All right, that's been cooling for about an hour. See, I just lifted it out like that. Now we can just slide it off that paper. And there we go. Okay, so we're gonna make an icing for this, or frosting, whichever you call it. Just to let you know, you could easily, I mean, look at this. I'm just gonna break a little piece off here. Look at that. That could easily be served just as is, so it's up to you. We're gonna go fully decadent. All right, pretty good just like that, yeah. All right, but let's get full on. What we got here, the ingredients. That's just a generous pinch of salt, not quite a quarter teaspoon, just a good generous pinch just to pop the flavor. You got 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1/3 of a cup of cocoa powder. This is a good Van Houten's cocoa powder. Any kind of Dutch processed cocoa powder will do. 1.5 cups of icing sugar, 1/4 cup of butter, again at room temperature, and 4 ounces or 110 grams of cream cheese. Now, an important note about the cream cheese. That is Philadelphia cream cheese. I know it looks a bit funny. It's not the block that you usually used to. That's the only way I can get it in Japan right now is like this. But this is the important part. It is not the spreadable cream cheese. That comes in a little tub. That will not work the same because it's a different consistency. You want the real cream cheese. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cream that butter. So the butter goes into the big bowl and then squish it a bit until we creamed it. This just kind of gets things started. And then, once we've done that, in goes that cream cheese, and we'll cream the cream cheese into the butter. Oh yeah, that's starting to come together already. So once that's been creamed around a bit, and it looks like it's all come together, now, just gonna make sure we get as much of it in the bowl here as possible. Clean off that spoon. And, ooh, a little bit on there, let's go in there. And then, we're gonna add the salt. Just kind of sprinkle that over there. The vanilla. And then I'm gonna bring in the electric mixer. So we're gonna mix it up a bit more with the electric mixer and then start adding in the ingredients. All right, you see that's gotten smooth, so now, well, first we'll start with a bit of the icing sugar. So I'm gonna put just part of the icing sugar in there. We're just gonna do this in stages. All right, now that's gotten creamy. Get some of that cocoa powder in there. Now we get to a stage where you start thinking to yourself, do we need, how much of the sugar do we need? There's always extra icing sugar in there. We go with that goes 1.5 cups. Sometimes you only need about a cup. You just have to kind of play it by ear as you're going through this. What's it feeling like? Take a look at this. It's getting pretty good. It's tasting pretty good. I'm going to add just a little bit more of the cocoa powder in there. You just want to balance it back and forth and to get the flavor and the consistency just right. All right, so we've gotten to the point where the mix is really laboring, and that's when you know you're good. You don't really need, we still got a little bit of icing sugar left, we got a little bit of cocoa powder left. We're not going to need that. We're perfect right now. So let's get whatever is left on here off. We are ready to start icing. All right, I just got to clean these out. All right, that's most of that. Get the mixer off to the side. Let's bring our layer of cookie bar over here. And now, yeah, that's a good consistency right there. Look at that. That's perfect. I'm just gonna start smoothing that onto our cookie bar layer, whatever we want to call it. Cookie bars. It's not even a cookie bars yet because I haven't cut it up. Right? It's just like one big, huge, massive cookie cake. Get the last of that out of there. Onto here. And then we just finished spreading. So, look at that. This is where one of those offset spatulas would be nice, but I've never gotten myself one of those. I don't know why. I keep thinking about it and just never done it. It comes in handy at times like this, but I guess there's not too many other times I'd really use it, so that's probably why I've never gotten one. All right, well, it's not going to win any beauty contests, but boy, is that going to be decadently delicious. All right, you like this? Well, stick around. Let's see what else is coming out next. You just never know. So make sure you are subscribed and click that notification bell so you don't miss what's coming up next from Kuma's Kitchen, because you never know what's going to come out of my brain. I just, this actually idea just popped together last night. So, hey, and we're going to eat it tonight. Now go make this and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.